Gentle on My Mind was a big song in Glen Campbell's career. It was written by John Hartford. Glen Campbell has just passed away as I'm recording this lesson, and I wanted to do something from Glen Campbell, but pick something that featured how great of a guitar player he was. Oftentimes in his studio recordings, the guitar wasn't featured, but if you watch him playing the songs live, I'll throw in a guitar solo, and he was really a terrific guitar player, a world-class guitar player. Gentle on My Mind is a great example of that. In the studio recording, there's not a solo to speak of. There's not a whole lot of guitar work featured, but I found a recording of him playing the song live, and he rips just an incredible guitar solo over the changes for Gentle on My Mind in between two of the verses. So I'm going to include that. We're going to go over it note by note. It's going to be all tabbed out, and I'll teach that along with all the other guitar parts we hear in that recording. It's known that your door is always open and your path is free to walk. That makes me tend to leave my sleeping bag rolled up and stashed behind your couch. And it's knowing I'm not shackled by forgotten words and bonds, the ink stains that are dried upon so line. That keeps you in the back row by the rivers of my memory, keeps you ever gentle on my mind. It's known that your door is always open and your path is free. In this lesson, we're going to talk about the rhythm acoustic part for Gentle on My Mind. I've got a capo on the first fret. We've just got 3 chords that we're going to learn here, and it's really this one strum pattern that's going to get us through the whole thing. So let's get our fingers on the chords. We've got a D chord to start, which is open D string, 2nd fret above the capo on G, 3rd fret above the capo on B, and 2nd fret above the capo on high E. Then we're going to have a standard E minor, and you're also going to see me doing this kind of thing. And when you see that, all I'm doing is pointer finger is hammering on them, actually picking the A string open, and then hammering it on the 2nd fret. Okay, but that's all this E minor chord. Open, 2nd, 2nd, open, open, open. And then for A7s, we can leave that middle finger down right there and just move our ring finger. We can mute this low E string, open A string, 2nd fret of D, open G. We have the 2nd fret of B and open high E. And then we go back to the D. And we'll keep going from there. I'm just going to go nice and slow. Again, pull up the chord chart beneath the video player at sixstringcountry.com. That'll help a lot, keep track of things. But here we go. Here's how a verse looks. 1, 2, 3, go. 2nd measure to an E minor. 4th measure, 5th, 6th, to the A7, to the D, 2, 3, go. In this tutorial, we'll learn the lead acoustic part that's mimicking the banjo on that original studio recording from Glen Campbell. If you have a banjo player in the band, let them do this part. But if you don't, oftentimes we don't have access to a banjo, and this will be a good substitute. We'll be using our pick and our fingers. And it's really just these 2 patterns that we have to learn. And then when the band's playing the E minors and the A7s, we'll be doing this. Okay, and once we get those 2 things under our fingers, then it's just a matter of fitting it together into this repeating 18 bar pattern that the whole song uses as the chord progression. So we'll talk through all that. Let's first get our fingers on these two positions. When the band's playing a D chord, we'll be doing this motion. So this is, I'm saying D's because we've got this capoed one, which we're going to need when we get to the solo. So on the chord chart and everything, we're thinking about this in the key of D, but up here, it doesn't help that much. What we're really playing is outlining an E flat bar chord. So actual fret numbers here, we've got the 8th fret of G, the 8th fret of B, and the 6th fret of high E. Pick is on the G string, middle finger of my right hand is on the B string, 4th finger of my right hand is on the high E string. We're kind of doing this motion. We're going pick, then rolling down with our fingers, finger, finger, pick, finger. Then drop to the 7th. In this tutorial, we're gonna try and tackle Glen Campbell's solo on a live recording that I found of him performing on a TV show with his band for Gentle on My Mind. He played the solo on the acoustic guitar, so we're gonna do that as well. It's very advanced, no getting around it. He's an absolutely fantastic guitar player. And I'm going to play it nice and slow. I'm going to show you the tabs. We're going to get our fingers on it note by note. And then for me anyway, it was just really a matter of having to pull out the metronome and kind of working these riffs up to full speed, starting pretty slow. We're at 109 BPM on the recording, or 108. It fluctuates a little bit. I think I started around, I want to say 60, 65 BPM. And then just slowly, you know, got my fingers on everything. I memorized the solo, and then I slowly worked it up about 5 BPM at a time. And you'll start real fast. You'll start realizing which of these licks are going to give you trouble, and then you just got to spend some time with them at a manageable tempo, slowly getting them up to speed. All right, so let me demonstrate it nice and slow so you can see it kind of in slow motion. And some of the riffs are harder to play in slow motion because, you know, you gotta, there's a lot of hammer-ons and pull-offs that happen really fast. Okay, so enough said. Let's get going. Here's how it looks. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, go.